think everybody passed all the questions there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I've been trying to talk Toby to go into the Hamfest all week. He's never been to one, doesn't know what to expect and all that. And I told him, if he got off of work, he could scoot down there, and at least catch the Friday night version of it. But yeah, I don't know. He didn't want to go, I guess. So I bet we'll have him talked into it next year, though.
The trivia is going to start at 9, so we'll go ahead and sign clear. KB5 PBM.
KI5 HPF clear. All right, thanks guys. KD0 in clear.
Well, now y'all got me jealous. I want to go to Houston.
Come on.
I would, but I got a VE test session tomorrow at 10 a.m., and I got some people coming over, so it's not going to happen. But hope y'all have fun. Well, howdy, everybody. It is 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. This includes any good deals at the Hamfest in Houston. And it figures, man, none of those hams are going to give up the good deals, so they're going to keep them all for themselves. Well, welcome to Friday, y'all. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from IQTH to Northwest Austin to the flagship 147320 repeater. It was down for a little bit because of the crazy weather, but it is back in full effect. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, tablet, or any computer with web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting on. Visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel in the Discord, so swing by and say hi. We got the Redneckathon going on in the video nets. It's Swamp Muggers and all kinds of stuff. It's a MAV TV kind of night, so if you want to see some mud getting flung around and some rednecks hanging out, drinking beer, and just enjoying life, come hang out on the video net with us. It's a whole lot of fun. And just in case you forgot, it is the Okies versus the Roadies tonight. So we hope everybody has got their teams in place. Oak Hill's been pretty fortunate, man. They've won 4-0. So those Roadies, I hope you got this going on at the Hamfest parking lot. Y'all need some help and some more people to get in here and play. Now that you have your device open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you are welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. The following topics are as this. Round 1 is one-word titles. Round number 2 is all about state mottos. Round number 3 is all about the X-Files. So if you know anything about the X-Files, this will totally be for you. And round number 4 are songs from soundtracks. I was as close to music as I could get. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, question, comment, and friendly taunting are welcome. Because, man, this is the Oak Hill Club, and we like to have fun on the radio. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, we'll be sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anybody has any questions before we get tonight's TriviaNet underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, look at that. We got a tie for first place in the bingo game. And as long as first place, as long as your middle name isn't A, then we're going to be just fine here. So hopefully, old Rusty Dick is just that. All right, so we're going to move everybody into the official Friday Night TriviaNet. Like I said, this is the Okies versus the Roadies. So when we get you moved in, it's going to make you ask, or it's going to ask you for a team. If you would, please make your call sign look like those over there on the right. Makes things a whole lot easier for me. And if you're in Austin, then go ahead and put down for the Oak Hill team. And if you're anywhere else, you can hang out with the Roadies, just wherever your heart lies. Pick whatever team you want and get all situated in. And once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you too can be hanging out with us. Looks like we got Alan and Rob hanging out in the video. Howdy, howdy, gentlemen. Watching the Redneckathon, we've got 20 people hanging out with us so far, but that number is sure to grow. And every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize, guess what? It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership as well as requests to join the Discord community. And if you haven't joined us on the Discord, now's a great time to do it because we do have people watching and we do have to approve you. So if you want to do it, now is the time. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the TriviaNet before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick to show you just how the game works. So this is where you pay attention to your screen because the questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's that number located in the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. Looks like we have Dave, KI5STT, and Holly, W5LUL. They're hanging out down in Buda. We got the Chad back. Oh, we can't play the game anymore without the Chad. He's hanging out in Louise, Texas. We got KB5PBM Robert in Houston. We got Scott, KC5RXW. He's hanging out in Port O'Connor. Laura, KI5OLG, hanging out with us in Alphen, Texas. We got Steve, KG5LAA, over in Burnett. We got Jason, KF5HKQ in Austin, Texas, as well as Alan, KB5VKP. We got the Lazy Dog, Rob, K9LZY, hanging out in Lakeway. We got Philip, AC5G, hanging out in East Austin. Norman, N5ZOT, is in Austin. And Brian, N5TZV, is in Louise, Texas. Good to see you, man. We got John hanging out in Louise, Texas as well. We got Scott, KI5OBD. He's in Canyon Lake. Oh, Scott, what's going on, brother? Mike, W7QAG, is in San Diego. Man, this thing is just going all over. We got a guest, KG5SXL in El Campo. We got Ken, KI5VGN in Austin. And Karin, KI5ZPA. Good to see y'all. We got Rusty Dick. He's in Louisiana. Not Louisiana, he's in Louise. And don't confuse him with me. And we also got Chris, W5CUY. We got 22 people hanging out with us. We have AI5HP and KI5VND hanging out in Buda. Aaron and Matthew just decided to hang out with us as well. I wonder if it was that X-Files thing. All right, well, we said hello to everybody. We got 22 people hanging out with us. Let's get everybody moved over into round number one. Round number one is all about one-word titles. One-word titles. But before we get started, we got to see if anybody has any questions. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now.
Ham to play?
Here we go with question number one. What legendary band released the singularly worded studio album Revolver in 1966? Well, check it out. We lit up all the buttons, and the Beatles are definitely in the number one spot, followed by the Rolling Stones, and then a tie with Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin. So, let's see. Who put out Revolver in 1966? It was indeed the Beatles. Way to go. Question number two. What 19th century author penned the comedy of manners novel Emma? Well, a whopping 64% think it's Jane Austen. So, let's see here. Y'all right? Hey, look, you are. 64% of you got that right. In the 1815s, Emma was the final novelist published by English author Jane Austen during her lifetime. 3 of Austen's novels were published after her death in 1917. Question number 3 in our one-word titles. What anonymously named 1970 television detective had a pet Triton cockatoo? Let's see, Beretta coming in number 1 with 59%, followed by Kojak, Columbo, and Mannix. So let's see, was it Beretta? Hey, it was. Despite the fact that the detective Beretta had a cockatoo named Fred, of course, you know, Fred the cockatoo, the show featured the theme song "Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow," sung by Sammy Davis Jr. So, all kinds of funny things. Who has a cockatoo named Fred? I guess this dude did. All right, question number 4. What U.S. president inspired the name of the fictional high school from the musical TV series Glee? "50% even" went with John Adams, followed by James Buchanan, and then William McKinley, and then George Washington. So, let's see who got it right. It was those that picked William McKinley. So it says Glee, which first aired on the Fox network in 2009, centers around a Glee club at a fictional William McKinley High School in Lima, Ohio. And let's see who the people were that got this right. Scott, KI5OBD, way to go, man. Let's see, Alan, KB5VKP got this right, as well as Rob, K9LZY. All right, they should have changed the name from Glee to crap, because it was absolutely terrible. I couldn't stand watching that show, but maybe it was just me. But that was the three Oak Hill people that got that right, Crossroads. So you better watch out. Question number 5. Which of these stars in 2012 Argo has not won a Primetime Emmy Award? I don't think I've ever seen this movie, but this is a pretty good lineup. So y'all think It's Been a Flick is the one here. Tate Donovan coming in second, Bryan Cranston, and then John Goodman. So let's see, who hasn't won a Primetime Emmy? I guess I wonder if the Primetime Emmys are the same as just an Emmy, or if that's some other bougie something. All right, let's see. It was Ben Affleck. Affleck, yeah, buddy. It's although he has been nominated 4 times for producing the filmmaking reality series Project Greenlight, Ben Affleck has yet to win a Primetime Emmy. Oh, the poor little dude. All right, so let's throw up the scoreboard and see. Oh, check it out. Rob, K9LZY in the number 1 spot. Scott, KI5OBD in the number 2 spot. And Alan, KB5VKP in the number 3 spot. Well, y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. Tonight is the first Friday of the month, and it is the Okies versus the Roadies, and the Roadies need all the help they can get. So if you've never played, or if you just think you might be a little too tired, whatever the excuse is, put it down and come play trivia. You can check into the Trivia Net anytime during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. Let's do this. It's question number 6, and that means it's time for y'all to place your bets. Let's see how you do. Which of these wild creatures does Jason Bateman voice in the animated comedy Zootopia?
W7QAG.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Rusty, I lost you. I lost all your audio on that. I just wanted to make sure that I had to reconnect. I want to make sure I'm good.
It sounds like it. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can. Thank you. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no worries, man. According to Karin, she lost us as well, so no telling. We had, like I said, we had some issues with the 320, so if the audio starts acting goofy or something like that, y'all feel free to jump in and let me know, because I can bounce to one of about 6 different repeaters so that we can fix this. All right, so let's see what y'all think as far as the questions go. We've got 40% say it's a rabbit, and then we have a tie for the horse and the lion, and the dog coming in number 4. So let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is rabbit. Man, my screen is lagging behind. So way to go for those of you. And Mary Chase Pulitzer Prize winning 1944 play Harvey, a large rabbit is the imaginary friend of Elwood P. Dowd. Question number 8. Which of their many one-word titled albums did American alt-rock band REM release first? This one would have been a tough one for me. Let's see what y'all think. Y'all are going with Monster, followed by Reckoning, Murmur, and then Document. All right, so which one of these was released first? Let's see. Is Monster correct? It is not. Murmur is it. Georgia rock band REM released their first album, Murmur, in 1983. Question number 9, man, we're almost done. How old is Dolores Hayes in the controversial 1955 novel Lolita? Well, 14 maintained the number 1 spot the whole time y'all were voting. 16 coming in second, followed by 12, and then 18. So how old is Dolores Hayes in Lolita? She is 12. The controversial novel tells the story of 12-year-old Dolores Hayes, who is kidnapped and abused by her stepfather. Lolita is the Spanish nickname for Dolores. Question number 10. What British actor heats up the screen opposite Keira Knightley in 2007's Atonement? So I think I would have followed y'all with Jude Law, because honestly, I know who Christian Bale is, but I don't know that I could point him out. I think I could point out Jude Law. I don't know who the other two are. So let's see. Would I have been right with y'all? I would not, because James McAvoy was it. Based on Ian McEwan's novel, the same name, Atonement, stars Scottish actor James McAvoy as a young man falsely accused of a crime. All right, well, we made it all the way to the end of round number 1. Let's add up the scores and see how we're doing. It looks like Alan, KB5 VKP, is our number 1 winner tonight. We got Karin, KI5 ZPA, and then Rob, K9LZY. So let's go talk to Alan, KB5 VKP. You missed 4. Which ones of these got you? And for those of you that don't know, if you scroll down past the scores, it'll tell you which ones got you and which ones didn't. So, Alan, which ones got you, man?
Oh, let's see. Question 2 got me. And Emma, that was just a total guess. Yeah, no clue. The other ones were, let's see, number 8 was REM, number 9 was Lolita, and then this last one, Atonement.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about being a jerk on the REM one, since they were all albums and doing one of the move them around to put them in order, but I figured, you know what, we better not do that, so fair enough. Well, all right, let's go talk to Karin, KI5ZPA. Karin, which one's got you?
Hey, Rusty, it looks like the Glee High School and the Argo question about the primetime Emmy. I had no clue about that. And Dolores, Lolita, The Age of Lolita, and the last one, the Keira Knightley, opposite Keira Knightley.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think anybody knew that one. All right, well, let's go talk to Rob, K9LZY. Rob, you're in 3rd place. You only missed 3, man. How did that happen?
K9LZY. I knew the rabbit. I don't know why I hit dog. I was just trying to get some points. I didn't bet anything, even though I got it right on the other one. I actually saw REM in 1984 in Fresno, California. I should have known that, but I hit Monster. And then the last one, Lolita. The only reason I know about Lolita is because when I was 26, I dated an 18-year-old girl, and she read Lolita to me. Probably that's too much sharing, but I thought it was kind of odd. Back to net.
Yeah, I think the saying is 16 will get you 20, but I think 18 you are all right. I used to have a roommate, and he used to make me, he was like, you know, you need to read more, blah, 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 and he wanted me to read all the C.S. Lewis books. And I had enough crap going on. I didn't really care. And so he was super great. He would come in every night and he would read a chapter to me. And so that's the only reason I know anything about C.S. Lewis. But I think he was in his 20s. You know, since we're sharing too much information. All right, well, that is it for round number 1. That's the scores, and I know y'all want to know how we're doing as far as the team goes. So let's throw that up there and see. Oh, it looks like the Oak Hill is in ahead. Well, 320 points to the Crossroads 188 points. Oh, man, oh, man. All right, well, we are going to take a quick intermission so that everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, You can check in to tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. And the Crossroads people need it. So if you're on a Crossroads frequency and you're enjoying the game, you need to get in here and play because they need your help. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. It's that easy. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. It's all done over the web. It's all super easy. We got 25 people hanging out with us right now, and looks like the Oak Hill team is ahead. Let's get y'all moved over into our first intermission. We'll fire that back up, and we'll be right back with round number 2. Oh man, Rob, you just jinxed yourself. Rob's saying he knows stuff. Uh-oh. Let's see how much you know in round number 2. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 2, and we'll see how Rob does with this one. See if he knows anything about state mottos. 'Cause these are kind of fun to say the least. All right, first intermission is over. The Show Me State. I think you already came up with that in California, reading Lolita and whatnot. I could be wrong. Round number 2, it's all about state mottos. Man, let's see what y'all know. Let's start out, of course, with question number 1. Which of these states has one of the oldest and fittingly shortest mottos? Well, we are off to a good start. 52% of you think it's Delaware, followed by Rhode Island, Ohio, and then Florida. So which one of these things has the shortest mottos? Is it Delaware? It isn't. It is Rhode Island. Rhode Island, simple motto, and is still in use today, and it's simply just hope. Hope. When you want hope, go to Rhode Island. Question number 2. What state has a handy motto that translates to, if you seek a pleasant peninsula, look about you? I'm with you on that, Philip. My worked all states nemesis was definitely Rhode Island and Montana. It seemed like I couldn't get anybody. People in Montana want to say hi, but they don't want to actually put it in their log. Jerk. All right, so let's see what translates to, if you seek a pleasant peninsula, look about you. This is let's see what y'all picked. Michigan coming in first, followed by Florida, then Massachusetts, then Maryland. So let's see what it is. It's Michigan. The state motto of Michigan refers to its upper and lower peninsulas. So I put in Florida just to see if I could trick y'all, and it looks like it worked pretty well. I forget what the other one it started with. I think it was Maine was what it was. And I was like, come on, really? Peninsulas? And nobody's going to talk about Florida? So, sorry guys, that one was all me. Question number 3. What word appears in the state motto of Delaware, Massachusetts, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, and Iowa? Well, so 67% are going with liberty, followed by people, God, and justice. That's a pretty good order of life. All right, so let's see. What word appears in the state mottos of Delaware, Massachusetts, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, and Iowa? Survey says liberty is it. So the state motto of Delaware proclaims liberty and independence. North Dakota's refers to liberty and union. And Pennsylvania's trumpets virtue, liberty, and independence. The motto of Massachusetts concludes with peace only under liberty, while Iowa refers to liberties we prize. So 67% of y'all knew that. Way to go. Question number 4. What phrase commonly associated with the U.S. government is the state motto of Florida? I was going to change one of these to I'm from the government and we're here to help, but I figured we'd just kind of leave this alone. All right, so let's see what you think here. We've got We the People coming in number 1, followed by In God We Trust, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness coming in 3rd, followed by Home of the Brave. So let's see, what is the motto of Florida? In God We Trust. Perhaps not the most original, since it appears on U.S. currency, but Florida state motto is, In God We Trust. Question number 5, and halfway through our state motto round, what state has 2 mottos, freedom and unity, and a Latin phrase referring to its history as the 14th state? Wow, so y'all are going with Kentucky. All right. Kentucky coming in number 1, followed by Tennessee, Ohio, and then Vermont. So which state has 2 mottos? Is it Kentucky? No, it's Vermont. And for those of you that speak Latin, you're going to laugh your ass off. The Latin phrase, Stilla quarta decima fulgit, or May the 14th star shine bright, is one of the 2 state mottos of Vermont. All right, well, while y'all are laughing at my Latin, we're going to throw the old scoreboard up. And Philip is in the number 1 spot. Way to go, Philip. AC5G. We got Laura, KI5OLG in the number 2 spot, and a guest, KG5SLX in the number 3 spot. We got Know-It-All Rob down there in the number 17th spot. Way to go, Rob. Good on you. All right, well, y'all check out your scores. And while you're doing that, let's remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check in to the Night's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We still got 2.5 rounds to go, and it's the Okies versus the Roadies, and man, we could certainly use your help. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, and you too can be hanging out with us. It is time for question number 6, and you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. Oh, just when you think it gets even better. Here we go. Maryland's state motto is the Italian phrase, Fare masci parole famini, which translates as strong deeds. All right, so let's see what y'all think. Y'all think gentle words is the correct answer, followed by brave hearts, kind thoughts, and great accomplishments. I sound like a graduation speech. All right, so let's see what it is. It is gentle words. Maryland state motto translates to strong deeds, gentle words. And a fun fact here, Maryland is the only state whose official motto is Italian. All right, so 46% of you got that right. What did that do to the scoreboard? Philip is still in the number 1 spot. Way to go. Philip got 276 points. It was my Italian that did it, wasn't it, Philip? We got guest KG5SXL in the number 2 spot, and Norman, N5ZOT, coming in the number 3 spot. All right, well, there you have it. Let's see how y'all do with the rest of round number 2. Question number 7. What 2 natural resources comprise Montana's state motto? Number one answer on the board is gold and silver, followed by trees and wildlife, and then coal and copper, and then sapphires and water. So let's see, what two natural resources comprise Montana's state motto? It is gold and silver. Montana's state motto is the Spanish phrase oro y plata, which translates to gold and silver. Question number 8. Which of these states does not have a one-word English motto? Wow, so Texas racking up the points here, 63%, followed by Wisconsin, Wyoming, and Utah. So which of these states do not have a one-word English motto? The correct answer is not Texas. It is Wyoming. Only 3 of y'all knew that. Wyoming, the first state to grant women the right to vote, has the official motto, equal rights. Texas's motto is friendship, news to me. Utah's is industry, and Wisconsin's is forward. So there you have it. Next time somebody asks you what the motto of our state is, say it's friendship. Question number 9. According to West Virginia's motto, what people are always free? Oh boy. All right, so let's see who y'all think are free. The Dreamers, 52% of you thinking the Dreamers are always free, followed by the Mountaineers, the Builders, and then the Travelers. I think out of this, I would have to say the Travelers, because that's just kind of the way that works. So let's see. According to West Virginia, though, what people are always free? It's the Mountaineers. Since West Virginia is the mountain state, it makes sense that the state's motto is Mountaineers are always free. Well, I guess so. So here we are at question number 10. Let's see how y'all do. What is the only U.S. state whose motto is in Greek? I promise my Greek is better than my Latin and Italian, so I think. All right, so let's see. What do y'all think? Looks like we got a tie between New York and California. New Jersey coming in third, followed by Illinois. So what is the only U.S. state whose motto is in Greek? The correct answer is California, with the motto Eureka, meaning I have found it. California is the only state whose motto is in Greek. So, let's add up the scores and see how we did in round number 2. Philip, AC5G, in the number 1 spot with 654 points. We got the guest, KG5SXL, in the number 2 spot, and Alan, KB5VKP, in the number 3 spot. So let's go chat with Philip, AC5G, and see how Philip liked this one. Philip, you missed 3. Which one's got you, man?
Hey, Rusty. I missed the Peninsula one. Your Florida trick answer got me on that one. And apparently I don't know the state motto of my own state. I picked Texas instead of Wyoming for the not being a one-word one. And I did know Eureka was the motto of California, but I had no idea it was a Greek word, so that one also got me.
I know, right? Learn something new every day, and you get to hear all of my terrible Spanish and Italian and everything else. Well, all right, let's go see if guest KG5SXL wants to come in and say hi. They only missed 2, and I wonder if they'll share which ones it was. All right, we're going to remain anonymous. Very good, very good. As anonymous with the call sign can be. Let's go talk to Alan, KB5VKP. Alan only missed one. Oh, man. Alan, which one got you?
Actually, I thought half of them got me. Turns out it was number 5. It was the Freedom and Unity in the 14th state. I thought Vermont was one of the 13 colonies, but I guess I was wrong. KB5, DKP, back to net.
So tell me this, did you bet any points on question number 6? Did that help or hurt you any?
I think I did 0 points. So and I got it right, so I guess it hurt me.
Oh man, what a bummer. Oh well, what are you going to do, right? Well, there's your top 3 for round number 2. Let's add up all the scores and see. Oh, check it out, Alan. You're doing all right, man. You're in the number 1 spot. KB5VKP with 1,138 points. Philip AC5G in the number 2 spot, and the guest KG5SXL in the number 3 spot. And of course, the biggest thing everybody wants to know, since it's the Roadies versus the Okies, who's ahead here? It is the Oak Hill team. Way to go, Oak Hill, with 537 points versus the Crossroads, 332 points. I'm going to go ahead and say it. So far, we haven't had a third team that has come out of a black hole. So we'll see if we can't fix that. I'm sure towards the end of the game somebody will find it. Well, all right. You know what it is? It's time for yet another intermission, so you can do your thing. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, for those of you out there that really want to play but you're not sure, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Go do that, scroll down, click on the big green button on the bottom, and you can be hanging out with us. We've got 25 people hanging out with us playing trivia tonight. And we're getting into our second intermission, so that'll give you a couple of minutes to grab a drink and get all settled in. The first question on this one is who's your favorite Thursday night net controller? Ernesto has been racking up the points. So I'm not telling you who to vote for, but vote for somebody, because I show this to our net controllers in their channel, and it kind of drives them bonkers. So get in there and vote. We'll see you right back here for round number 3. Well, Ernesto is going to be so happy as he won yet again as favorite Thursday night net controller. We had a heck of a net last night, so our net started about the time that crazy storm system came blowing through, and it took out the 320, and then it took out the 775, and then it took out Ray, and so Ray started it, and then during our first round of short time check-ins, I took that one because he couldn't get in anymore, and then he was able to get back in, and so he took over for a little bit, and then it took him out again. The 320 never came back. I ended up finishing out the net. It was crazy. It was fun to see everything kind of go from here to there and everywhere, but we managed to make it happen. The net still lasted till a little after 10. And I think we had like 17 people check in, so it was more than I had thought, because usually with the storms everybody unplugs and disappears, but we ended up having a good net either way. Alright, so let's get over into round number 3. Round number 3 is all about the X-Files. So we're going to see how many of these people know anything about the X-Files. It's been a long time since I've seen them, and I didn't know some of these, but I guess we're going to see how y'all do. Let's start out with question number 1. Alright, so let's see. For what U.S. government agency do Mulder and Scully investigate their most bizarre and unexplained cases? Wow, 73% went with FBI. The CIA coming in second, followed by the NSA and the ATF. So let's see. What was it? Was it the FBI? Yes, it was. Agents Fox Mulder and Dana Scully investigate the FBI's X-Files, a series of unsolved cases usually involving the paranormal. I've been watching a fun UFO documentary, 5-part something series, something or other, and it's been entertaining because it's all that, now that the governments are actually saying that, that it's not a UFO, but we don't know what it is, and that seems to be their tone. It's been kind of fun now that we got some videos and all the other things. So if you're interested, it's I'll tell you what it is. I forget what channel it's on, but it's fun so far. Question number 2: who is Mulder and Scully's trustworthy agency head on the X-Files? Wow, so y'all 60% with Walter Skinner. Then we got Scott Belvins, Melvin Frohike, and then Brad Frommer. So let's see who was the head of the X-Files. It was indeed Walter Skinner. Oh, we got Kent coming in. Kent, we didn't get to see your Independence Day thing. Sorry. The Giphy thing always, it always censors me, especially when I put boobies on there. It doesn't seem to like that. Question number 3. What is the name of Scully's partner for season 8 and 9 of The X-Files? %, on John Doggett. We got Vince Spangler coming in second, followed by Ron Hansen, and then Peter Trafkin. So was it John Doggett? John Doggett, it sure was. Agent John Doggett, former NYPD detective and huge skeptic of any X-Files cases, replaced Fox Mulder after his abduction. Question number 4. Which of these is not one of the alternate names for the shadowy global organization known as the Syndicate? Well, let's see what you think. I left the photos all fuzzy. You can see that awful thumbnail. All right, the group taking the number 1 spot, followed by the Gathering, the Elders, and then the Consortium. So, let's see. What was it? Was it the group? The Syndicate is not known as... Oh, it's the Gathering. While the Syndicate is known by many names, it is never referred to as the Gathering. Way to go to the 7 that got that one right. Question number 5. What weather phenomenon could Darren Oswald, control in the DPO episode of the X-Files? Well, so it's down to 2. It's either lightning or tornadoes. Y'all are going more for lightning than tornadoes. Let's see. Is that right? Oh, it is. Look at that. He was a teenager who controls lightning with murderous results in Season 3 Monster of the Week episode DPO. All right, well, we're already halfway through our X-Files round. Wow, that was quick. So let's see who is the X-Files queen. It is Laura, KI5OLG. She hasn't missed one. She's got 392 points. We got Aaron and Matthew, AI5HP and KI5VND, hanging out in the number 2 spot. They got 357, and then we got Ken, KI5VGN, in the number 3 spot. Ken has only missed one. So question number 6 is going to be a fun one because it's neck and neck here as far as who knows what. Y'all do what you can. Let's see, what should we do? I think we should probably do an ID before we move on. Getting all antsy here. All right, y'all check out your scores and let's tell everybody else they're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into the Night's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer, and we need all the help we can get. We got 27 people hanging out, and if you want to play, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down. There's a big green button at the bottom, and log in with your call sign and your name like those over there on the right. We would certainly appreciate it, and it's a whole lot of fun. We still have half of this round left and a whole nother round, so you still got plenty of time to get in here and play. And question number 6 is coming up, and that means it's time to place your bets. Yeah, how about that squawking in a headphone? All right, question number 6. What fictional cigarette brand did the cigarette-smoking man frequently fire up on the X-Files? Well, the number 1 answer, it looks like it's Morley, followed by, let's see, I just split it up, Redwood, and then the Gray Tortoise, followed by Nails. Nobody wants to smoke anything called Nails cigarettes. I mean, come on. All right, so let's see. Was it Morley? It was. The mysterious X-Files antagonist, the cigarette-smoking man. smoked Morley brand cigarettes. So 58% of you got that. What did this do to the score? This put Aaron in the number one spot with he got 357 points. Oh man. Karin, KI5ZPA coming in number 2. She got 191 points off of that. And Ken, KI5VGN in the number 3 spot. He got 178 points. There's a lot of green in there. There's a little bit of red, but not a lot. Oh, Scott, KI5OBD took it in the shorts on that one. Question number 7. What classic wrestler appears as a mysterious man in black alongside Jeopardy host Alex Trebek in an episode of The X-Files? Okay, y'all seem to think Jesse Ventura is it, followed by Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, and Rod Piper. So who was it that appeared Alex Trebek. That was when I saw that picture, I was like, hey, and then I read the question. All right, so was it Jesse Ventura? Hey, it was. Jesse Ventura shows up in the 1996 episode Jose Chung from Outer Space alongside the famous game show host as a mysterious man in black. Question number 8. What was the original name of the Lone Gunman conspiracy magazine featured in the X-Files and its spin-off series, The Lone Gunman? So, according to y'all, it's the Grassy Knoll. We had a tie between the Black Umbrella and the Magic Bullet for 2 and 3, and the Book Depository taken in number 4. So let's see, what was it? Was it the Grassy Knoll? Negative. It was the Magic Bullet. The conspiracy rag known as the Lone Gunman was originally known as the Magic Bullet newsletter, both references to the Kennedy assassination. Question number 9. What is the name of Mulder's sister abducted by aliens as a child on the X-Files? Let's see what y'all think. Y'all are going with Samantha. Old Samantha was abducted, followed by Rachel, Jamie, and Frances. So who's Mulder's sister? What's her name? Her name is Samantha. Samantha Mulder was abducted when she was only 8 years old, which led to Fox Mulder's lifelong obsession with aliens. All right, well, we're going to end on question number 10. Let's see how y'all do. Which of these X-File episodes was deemed so disturbing the Fox network refused to air it in reruns? Oh, this is great. See how far we've come. So there's a tie between Home and the Host. Both of those followed by Grotesque and then Familiar. So which episode was deemed so disturbing that Fox refused to air it in the reruns? Let's see. It was Home. Kent even said it was a freaky episode. All right, so this is what it says here. The 4th season, the episode Home, was based on a story from Charlie Chaplin's autobiography about a man with no arms and no legs who lived in a cupboard. That to me doesn't sound disturbing, but it freaked out Kent, so I might have to go find that and watch it. All right, well there it is. That was the X-Files trivia round. Let's see who our biggest X-Files fan is. It looks like it is not Philip. It is Aaron. Way to go, Aaron. We got Karin, KI5ZPA, and Ken, KI5VGN. There's the top three. So let's go chat with AI5HP, who only missed two, and see. Well, we only missed the top three, only missed two, period. Which one's got you, Aaron, and how much X-Files did you really watch?
This is KI5VND, Matthew, and I can't see which one we missed from over here, but we missed the grassy knoll instead of the magic bullet, and the sister's name. And my mom, she's the big X-Files fan here, so she pretty much answered most of those. Back to you, Ned.
So tell me this. So we got the kiddo answering the questions. We got mom that has all the answers, and we got dad just sitting up with his boot on, probably in the recliner. Is he still recovering?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, that's exactly what I thought. Mom's running the household, keeping all the boys on point. So, way to go, Mom, for making that one happen. Let's go talk to Karin, KI5ZPA. Karin, are you an X-Files fan, and which one's got you?
Yes, big X-Files fan. Watched the original as they were, and then several, reruns over and over and over. The alternate name for the Syndicate got me, and the original name of the Lone Gunman on the spin-off series, the magazine got me. So, yep, those were my two. KI5, ZPA. That's next.
All right, so I forgot to ask Matthew, but do you remember the one with the guy with no arms and legs in the cupboard? Because Kent seems to remember it was season 4. Do you remember that one being ultimately and crazily disturbing?
I don't. It doesn't stick out to me as being that bad, but I do remember hearing that they weren't going to, put it in reruns. So, yeah.
All right, well, let us go talk to Ken, KI5VGN. Ken, you only missed two as well. Which one's got you?
Hey, Rusty, it was the one about the newspaper for the Lone Gunman. Did not know the answer to that. And also the alternate name for the shadowy global organization. Guess that one wrong. The other thing I just wanted to add too is I do remember the episode of Home, and yeah, it was really violent and bloody and creepy, and I even remember just shooting off a quick email to Fox saying, please don't do this ever again to this show. KI5VGN.
Oh, wow. All right. I've never fired off anything to the television studios because I figured that, that nobody's ever going to see it, and even if they do see it, they don't care. But, all right. Well, so there you go. Let's go talk to Aaron and Matthew, actually, AI5HP and KI5VND. Do you all remember the man with no arms and legs in the cupboard?
Yeah, so apparently it was like the mom that was like being kept underneath like a bed, and like she was deformed, and I don't. Oh, the whole family was apparently all inbred. Yeah, I guess I don't remember choosing that, so.
All right, everybody's inbred and hiding under the bed. Kes just put up a, oh wow, that is kind of a crazy photo. Yeah, that's a little disturbing. All right, I get you. If it disturbs Kent, then I'm on board with it. All right, well, there's the top three in our X-Files rounds. Now we got the freak show coming out in the Discord. Yes. All right, let's add up the scores and see how we're doing all the way. We got Philip, AC5G. Oh, look at that. Philip is in the number one spot. He's got 1,521 points. We got Karen, KI5ZPA, in the number two spot. She's got 1,501 points. And then we have Aaron and Matthew and Mom, AI5HP Plus, hanging out. We got 1,365 points over there. All right, well, let's see how we do with the Oak Hill versus the Crossroads team. Let's see, do we have a third team that's going to show up by chance? Oh, we don't. But man, the Oak Hill are in the number one spot with 931 points over the Crossroads with 545 points. Oh man, oh man. Well, it is time yet again to take a quick intermission so everybody can do the business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, if you're hanging out there, the Crossroads team, they certainly could use you. And if you want to play, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on that big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. We got one more round left, and that's coming up next. We're going to get everybody moved over into the intermission. We'll fire this up, and we'll see you right back here for round number 4.
W7QAG.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Rusty, with that last question, and I'm sure this might be an old joke for some of you. What do you call a man with no arms and no legs on a wall?
Oh, I give up. Tell me.
Art.
Yes, art. All right, well, if we got any more jokes, come with them. I'm going to go see a man about a horse. All right, well, that is the end of round 3 intermission. Looks like we have more extras and generals than we do technicians on the net tonight. It's always fun to see how all of these things go and who does what. But, yeah, way to go for those of you that are extra. I'm doing a VE session with Philip tomorrow up at Wells Branch, 10 a.m. I got to go find the address. But if you're in Austin and it's time to upgrade, you can do it tomorrow at 10 a.m. I don't think you have to sign up. I could be wrong, though. But all I know is I have to get up early and be there pseudo-intelligent so that I can score the test. Hopefully I'll do better than last time. Philip kept me in check. All right, let's move over into round number 4, songs from soundtracks. This one might surprise you. It certainly surprised me. I thought I wouldn't know a lot of them, and I didn't know some of them, but I knew more than I thought. So, let's see how y'all do. See how y'all do with this whole songs from the soundtrack. Let's head over to question number 1. For which Tom Hanks film did singer-songwriter Bruce Springsteen compose the Academy Award-winning theme song? Had to be one of the most depressing movies and one of the worst songs ever written. Let's see. Y'all went with Philadelphia, followed by Saving Private Ryan, Road to Perdition, and Apollo 13. So let's see. Which one was it? Y'all got it. It was Philadelphia. Bruce Springsteen's Streets of Philadelphia was 1993's Philadelphia won Academy Award and 4 Grammy Awards. Question number 2. Which installment in the Rocky franchise features Survivor's Eye of the Tiger? Man, I can hear it. All right, so let's see. 43% went with Rocky 3, followed by Rocky, Rocky 2, and then Rocky 4. So which one had Eye of the Tiger in it? It was Rocky 3. Came out in 1982. Star and director Sylvester Stallone originally wanted to use the Queen song Another One Bites the Dust for the theme to Rocky 3, but the band refused, and Survivor's Eye of the Tiger got the honor instead. Question number 3. What rap classic educated listeners in the 1995 drama Dangerous Minds starring Michelle Pfeiffer? I wonder if she's from Pflugerville. All right, so let's see. Y'all pretty insistent that Gangsta's Paradise is it. Followed by New York State of Mind, and then we got a tie for My Name Is and Regulate. So let's see what came out of Dangerous Minds. It was, I agree, Ken. Gangsta's Paradise. Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise was Billboard's best-selling single of 1995. Man, they drilled that crap into our head. And if memory serves me, I don't think Coolio's with us anymore. I think he's already gone, and he was just in his 50s. Like, he wasn't even an old man. But I guess it's that rapper lifestyle. Question number 4. Lift Me Up by Rihanna is the lead single from this 2022 movie. So interesting enough, Ken, I don't know this for a fact, but I think it was natural causes. I think he had a heart attack. I think he just kind of woke up dead, you know, kind of one of those things. So I don't think it was anything sinister. At least at the news reported or that my stupid brain remembered. So we'll leave it at that. Nobody fact check me because I'm probably wrong. All right, so let's see where y'all are headed with this one. Black Panther coming in number 1, followed by Minions and Avatar. Nobody picked Thor, Love and Thunder. Aw, poor Thor. All right, let's see what it was. It was the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Marvel's Black Panther features Rihanna's hit Lift Me Up. The song peaked to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Question number 5. Which of these Grease soundtrack hits is a duet with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John? Look at that. We lit up all the answers. Summer Nights coming in number 1, followed by Hopelessly Devoted to You, Grease Lightning, and Sandy. Let's see if 57% that picked Summer Nights was correct. Hey, you are. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John performed 2 duets on the Grease in 1978 soundtrack, Summer Nights and You're the One That I Want. I still think my favorite song out of that whole movie is Beauty School Dropout. That, for whatever reason, I love that song. So we are halfway through our songs from soundtracks round. Let's see how we're doing here. We got Ken, KI5VGN in the number 1 spot. Alan, KB5VKP, and then Laura, KI5OLG in the number 3 spot. Y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, let's let everybody know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into the Night's Trivia Net at any time during the game, but we got 5 questions left, so you better be quick. If you want to play, all you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Go down and click that big green button. There's no software to install or accounts to create, but like I said, you better hurry because we got 5 questions left, and number 6 is next, and that means it's time to place your bets. See how many Disney fans we have in here. What Disney animated hit includes the Academy Award winning song Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Let's see what y'all picked. 64% went with The Lion King, followed by Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and then The Little Mermaid. All great. I think out of all of those, I would say Aladdin was probably be my favorite. But I think that was just because of Robin Williams. So let's see if y'all are right. Was it The Lion King? You're right. Elton John's Can You Feel the Love Tonight won an Academy Award for Best Original Song for the 1994's The Lion King. All right, so 64% of you got that. Let's put the score back up. Alan, KB5VKP, takes the number 1 spot. He got 305 points on that. Ken, KI5VGN, in the number 2 spot. He got 181 points on that. And Philip, AC5G, up in the number 3 spot. He got 200 points even on that one. All right, there's your top 3. Question number 7. What was the lead single from the computer animated musical Trolls? So I like this song, and I scoured every Justin Timberlake album known to man and never could find it, and I finally found it on this thing. So that's the only reason that I remember that. Happy, I'll say, it's Can't Stop the Feeling, followed by Happy, Life is a Highway, and then All-Star. So, what was the lead single from Trolls? It was Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. His 2016 film and the song Can't Stop the Feeling is the lead single from the soundtrack and made you go looking for Justin Timberlake stuff. Question number 8. Which of these songs is not included on the 2022 Elvis motion picture soundtrack? I haven't seen the movie yet, and I really haven't listened to the soundtrack. I've listened to a lot of his stuff, but I would be guessing on this one. Y'all seem to guess In the Ghetto was it, followed by Return to Sender, Suspicious Minds, and Burning Love. So which of these is not included on the motion picture soundtrack? The answer is Return to Sender. While the CD version of the Elvis soundtrack contains 22 songs, the streaming version includes 36, of course, but neither version features Return to Sender on its track list. I probably would have got that one wrong. I don't know which one I would have picked, but it probably would have been wrong. Question number 9. What 2000s British film starring Ewan McGregor thundered onto the charts with Underworld's EDM hit Born Slippy? Back when old Ewan McGregor could get naked and nobody knew who he was. Alright, so let's see what y'all think. Trainspotting coming in number 1, followed by A Life Less Ordinary, and then a tie with Rogue Trader and Velvet Goldmine. So let's see what it was. Y'all right? It is Trainspotting, based on Irvin Welsh's 1993 book about heroin addicts in Edinburgh. 1996's Trainspotting includes Underworld hit single Born Slippy. Question number 10. Which of these Pink Floyd classics appears on the soundtrack for The Wall? Wow, 64% with Comfortably Numb. We got a tie for Us and Them and Wish You Were Here for second and third. Breathe coming in fourth. So which of these was on the soundtrack for The Wall? It was Comfortably Numb. It appears on both Pink Floyd's 1979 concept album The Wall and the soundtrack for the 1982 companion film Pink Floyd The Wall. And if you ever want to hear a crazy rendition of Comfortably Numb, go look up the Scissor Sisters. They have a remarkable version of this that I didn't realize was this until I started listening to the lyrics, and I was like, wait a minute, I know this song. So, Scissor Sisters, Comfortably Numb, go check it out. You're welcome. All right, let's add up the points for round number 4 and see Alan, KB5VKP in the number 1 spot, Ken, KI5VGN in the number 2 spot, and Philip, AC5G in the number 3 spot. So let's go chat with Alan. KB5VKP, you only missed one, man. Which one got you?
It was Rocky. Yeah, I guess the first one. It's been a while since I've seen those. But the other ones I got a little bit lucky. I have a 5-year-old, and we've watched all of these animated films in the past week. So, a bit lucky there. KB5VKP, back to net.
There you go, man. Right? Yeah. So, way to go for the 5-year-old. And yeah, on the Rocky, I mean, that would have been hard for anybody, honestly, unless you're just like uber Rocky fan, because I mean, they were all Rocky. It's like, which one? I would have bet on the ones in the 80s just because I remember it somewhat. So I would have knocked the 70s out for me. But other than that, yeah, man, I would have had no clue. Let's go chat with Ken, Cat5VGN. Ken, you missed 3. Which one's got you?
sorry about that. It would have been number 9, A Life Less Ordinary. And number 7, the troll one. I'll tell you, when I was a little kid, my older cousin, had trolls in her bedroom, and they freaked me out then. And I would not have expected In the Ghetto to make it onto the Elvis motion picture soundtrack. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie, but In the Ghetto is one of those songs I sing just to annoy my wife. Yeah, so those are the 3, KI5VGN.
Yeah, you never know with the movie soundtracks. They always try to throw stuff at you and see if they can, And the other part too is it's like, we couldn't get the license for this one, so we sang it on the film, but we're not going to pay for it to put it on that. So, well, all right, man. Let's go talk to Filippo, AC5G. Philip, which one's got you, man?
I missed the Rocky one. For some reason, the answers never loaded in time, but I guess that's how you're rigging the game tonight. And then the Rihanna one, the Elvis one, and unfortunately the Pink Floyd one as well. AC5G, back to net.
Well, man, you gotta throw something in there. I was expecting, I'm sad that we don't have Cody in here saying that I rigged the game every 10 minutes. That one was quite fun. So, gotta throw some curveballs at you, keep you on your toes. We can't let the same people win over and over again. What fun would that be? Well, there are the top 3 for the Friday Night Trivia Net round number 4. Let's see who the big winners of the Friday Night Trivia Net are tonight. We're going to add up all 4 rounds and see that Alan, KB5VKP, is the winner of tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. Congratulations, Alan. Philip, AC5G coming in second, and AI5HP, KI5VND, and Mom hanging out at number 3. Let's go chat with Alan, KB5VKP, and see what you're up to for the weekend, man.
Oh, pretty slow weekend, which is, I guess, the kind that I like. But I think the wife wanted to clean out the garage. Seems like we do that very often. KB5VKP, back to net.
Yeah, I think the 70-mile-an-hour wind finally cleared out all the rogue branches in the trees, so I think, knock on wood, I'm good on that. They finally came and picked up all the branches off of the street, so it actually looks like normal again, which is really kind of fun. But well, right on, man. Good luck cleaning out the garage. Let's go talk to Philip, AC5G. I'm going to see you bright and early for our VE session. Are you going to be fighting for chair number 1?
No, definitely not going to be fighting for it, and planning on volunteering you for it this time. You need the experience, man, so get on in there. Yeah, that's about it for, I've got a trip to Houston planned tomorrow after that, so I'm not sure if I'll be making that lunch that the guys were talking about on Discord, but other than that, pretty quiet weekend on Sunday at least. AC5G, back to net.
So I know you've got family stuff in Houston, but I'm wondering, are you going for family stuff, or are you going for the ham radio fun in Houston this weekend at the Ham Fest?
It's actually for work stuff. I've got a couple of clients that I maintain their IT systems down there, so going in and doing the weekend maintenance stuff on some things. But I don't know if I'll get in time for the Ham Fest or not. But if I am, it might be fun to swing by and take a look at it. Still have yet to go to a Ham Fest, so AC5G, back to net.
Roger, man. So I just found out that Holly and Dave are receive only, so that means we can talk bad about them, and they're on the delay, so they won't even know about it until it's over. All right, well, let's go over to the AI5HP household and see what's going on over there. Matthew, are you still manning the radio?
Haha, gotta throw you curveballs. AI5HP Aaron here. I'm just, hobbling around the house with my boot, but I might be in the mood for pizza tomorrow afternoon. We'll see.
Yeah, we got the Pine House Pizza at, South Lamar tomorrow at 1:30. That will be fun. I don't know if I'm going to make that. I might see if I can get, after we're done VE, maybe Philip and I can go get some Indian food right there next door. But I don't know if I'm going to drive all the way south for some pizza. And I don't know what time. We usually get done about 12:30, so that might be kind of tight. But, well, right on, man. Well, hopefully go over to Pine House. It's going to be fun. I know there's probably about 5 or 6 people that are heading over there at least that I know of. So go over and have some fun. Enjoy your weekend. Let's go chat with Karin, KI5ZPA. Karin, what do you got going on for the weekend?
Not a ton, just odds and ends around the house. I do have an indoor grow tent that I am trying to get started to do some indoor gardening of some vegetables, tomatoes, peppers, things like that. Our deck on our apartment is all shade, so we just have no opportunity to grow anything outside, so I'm going to try some indoor stuff. KI5ZPA, back to next.
Very cool. I do not have a green thumb, and I haven't really tried in a while, but I'm really good at killing stuff. Out at the ranch, I was so good at killing stuff around the pool that I finally just put in cactus. And when your friends are a bunch of drunks, putting cactus around the pool is even more fun than when they fall into the bushes, let me tell you. So, you know, if you're not good at that, there's always cactus. Your friends will thank you forever, I promise. Well, let's go chat with Ken, Cat5BG, and see what old Ken's doing for the weekend.
Oh, it's just going to be a barrel of monkeys around here. I'm finally sitting down to do my taxes. I seem to have just forgotten about it up until now. And then I'm going to be studying for my general and getting together with a friend for lunch and doing the church thing on Sundays. And that's really about it. Good as it gets, at least for this weekend. KI5VGM.
Well, very cool. Are you going to come hang out with us at the club meeting and get your general?
Yeah, that's in April, right? But it's the 22nd, and I'm scheduled to be in San Antonio that day, so I might have to adjust my calendar.
Roger, man. Yeah, we did it the weekend before, and that was what was it? Belton. That's right. Belton Hamfest was that. And so I was talking to the board, and Ernesto's like, "You realize that that's Belton weekend?" And so the board was like, we're moving it. So we moved it to the weekend after. So otherwise we would have had you. But yeah, April 22nd is the next club meeting, and also our first ever testing session. So it should be a whole lot of fun. Let's go talk to Rob, K9LZY, see what Rob's up to for the weekend.
I'm probably cleaning the garage. I got a new Samsung Galaxy phone, and that'll take quite a while to get tuned in and dialed up. And whatever else the XYL needs me to do to stay out of the doghouse. Back to net.
Well, you've already accomplished all your ham radio chores by getting that awful squawk off your radio. That was fun helping you get that done. So thanks for turning that thing off. And you can stay on the repeaters one more day. All right, man. Well, have a good weekend. So we got Holly, W5LUL, and Guest and Dave, KI5STT. They're all receive only and incognito. Kent has got a radio, so we're down to 11. So let's go talk to Steve, KG5LAA. He came in the number 12 spot, but hey, Steve, what do you got going on for the weekend?
Thank you very much, Rusty. Not much that I can think of. I got some one little patch of the yard to mow and probably some weeds that need to be pulled, and nothing fun for sure. KG5LAA, back to net.
Roger, man. Yeah, I think it hadn't rained enough for the weeds to grow in my yard, thank goodness. So, knock on wood, they'll stay that way. Let's go talk to Norman, N5ZOT. Norman, you got anything fun going on this weekend? Yeah, they're not used to me going this far down the list. So let's go ahead and skip over the Rusty Dick because nobody likes him. Let's go talk to Brian, N5TZV. Brian, how you been, man? What you got going on for the weekend? Well, be that way. We'll go talk to Josh, W3MJO. Josh, what you got going on for the weekend? Oh, y'all are killing me. Alright, well, I don't want to talk to y'all anyway. So, that's going to do it. Congratulations to everybody on the Friday Night Trivia Net. We're going to show the scores between the teams because everybody wants to see that. Oak Hill taking the win with 1,339 points, and the Crossroads coming in second with 787 points. Alright, well, we're not done with you yet. So y'all stick around because it's time for the elimination round. The Friday Night Trivia Net is done, but this is just our fun way of kicking you out, sending you home, those of you that are still with us. So, let's see how you do. It's been pretty hard the last couple, 3 or 4 weeks. I tried to make it a little easier if possible, but get your hands on your fingers, man, because it's hands on your fingers, yeah. Get your hands on your fingers and push the button on the screen, and let's see how we do with the elimination round. All right, question number 1. What former SNL star replaced M&M's animated spokes candies in January 2023? Well, everybody but 80 Bryant got pushed. Amy Poehler coming in number 1, followed by Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig. The correct answer is Maya Rudolph, which means that we are down to 3 survivors. 3 survivors. We got to say goodnight to Rusty Dick. We got to say goodnight to the Chad, Gary, Laura, KI5OLG, John and Diane, KE5RS, Steve, KG5LAA, Kid, KI5VGN, and Alan, KV5VKP. So we're down to AI5HP, KI5RVT, and Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is with us. Can you believe it? Let's see how they do. Question number 2. What beloved children's program was co-created by Lloyd Morset, who passed away at age 93 in late January? Oh man, oh man, oh man. All 3 of them picked one answer apiece. One thinks it's Sesame Street, one thinks it's Mr. Rogers, and the other one said the Electric Company. Nobody picked 3-2-1 Contact, and I watched that when I was a kid. Alright, so let's see. Who's right? It's the one that picked Sesame Street. Let's see, who picked Sesame Street? Oh, it was Aaron and Matthew and Mom. So we got to say goodnight to Forrest Gump and Kent with no radio, KI5RVT. All right, so let's see, AI5HP. Did you know this, or were you just guessing? Oh, I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
It was just a guess.
I'll make him hobble to the radio. He can't be ta-da-ing and then, make you do that. All right. Well, that was just a guess, and that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the great people over at Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater systems for tonight's game. Without them, we wouldn't have all y'all hanging out, and we wouldn't have things to chat about, and we wouldn't have clubs to do games against. So, thanks for playing and hanging out with us. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to, or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com. or crhrc.org. And of course, before you close your web browser, go log on to the BBS. Go play some door games. They're super fun. We got the Red Dragon Trade Wars, Baron Realms Elite Food Fight. That's a whole bunch of ASCII fun. You can also check out the TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins. Anything and everything can be found. If you are in the Crossroads Club, y'all have fun in Houston at the Hamfest. I know y'all got tables over there and are doing all kinds of fun, so have fun over there. If you are in Austin and want to go have pizza tomorrow, the Pint House Pizza Crew is meeting at the Pint House Pizza on South Lamar. All the details can be found in the social meetups channel, or check out the events tab. We've got that 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, just after the lunch run. Go hang out with the folks down at Pint House Pizza. This is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use, that is. And while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend. Y'all be safe, and we'll see you right here for the next Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.